welcome along and welcome back to Attingham Park. Today we are going to be getting started on planting the winter wheat. What I want to do is get field 12A planted. I've got a little bit of fertilizer left in that bag, and then I'm going to grab another whole bag from here. So there we go. Grab that and put that in. I did get field 14 finished. Managed to get that all planted in before the end of yesterday and get it all rolled, which is good news. We had more than enough stuff to get that done. Come on, where is my sweet spot with this? There it is. So yeah, more than enough to get that done. So this is going to need weeding today. You can see we've got a fair number of weeds in here that need sorting. We still need to mulch field 12, 2A. Getting my fields all mixed up here at the moment. So yeah, we need to go and mulch field 2A. It is currently not done. So we want to get that seeded over the next couple of days. Big thing I want to get done though is 12B. We need to get this done as much as we possibly can today, because if we can get the winter wheat in here, that will all be good. pH level is awful on it, but there's nothing I can do about that at the moment. So yeah, it's going to be another bad year of pH on here. Otherwise, I think we're fairly good. How are we for seeds in this as well? Yeah, we can get the seeds done too at the same time. And then finally, the other job we need to do today is we've got to get some feed into our pigs. Our pigs have run out of food, so they need sorting and doing, and we need to start looking at the ones we're going to sell off and get that all sorted as well. So it's a busy day here on the farm. We need to really get ourselves into the last few sections and few bits to get things finished off here. Ready for really finding out how well our farm is doing for the end of this series in 4 episodes time. So let's get this tractor set up. We're going to get it to finish off in this top corner here. I'm just going to back this up to about here-ish. I think that should do it. We will clear the current course, set a new course. We are doing field 12B with the longest edge again, so generate a fieldwork course for that. And yep, as always, longest edge just gives us such a nice setup on here. So bring this up. We want to switch over to the winter wheat, and we'll take this down the bottom corner and get it started.
Before we continue, this video is brought to you in partnership with the awesome people at Apex Gaming PCs. I've teamed up with Apex Gaming PCs to create my own custom line of PCs suitable for everybody from beginner farmers to virtual farming experts. And now, for a limited time, you can get 15% off your purchase from Apex Gaming PCs just by using my link in the description below. So go check them out.
I can already see we are going to burn through the fertilizer on here. It's going to be absolutely crazy. Let's pop back out, and first waypoint, we've got the wheat selected. Yeah. So fertilizer is something that we're going to have to spend a whole load of money on this field. Maybe we've got enough of the slurry to get maybe field 3 or field 2A done. We should be able to find out that fairly quickly. Already used 3% though on that first little bit, and that's 3% of both the seed and the fertilizer. So next up, I need to take a look at our tractors up here. We were filling this up with DEF last time. We finished doing that job, so we can move that out of the way. I think our mulcher here, though, we can now get this working over on field 2A. So we'll take that out from here. Yeah, full fuel, full DEF. Condition of the tractor's good. Condition of the mulcher, not so much, but that's okay. So we want to head over here. And we've still got our combine, actually, sitting in this field. We're going to have to move it off in order to successfully mulch this. This is probably the field we will do tomorrow. If we can get this mulched and maybe a whole load of slurry on it, that will save us time. Let's clear this, put a new course onto this. Field 2A. Again, longest edge. Generate me a course. It's not entirely straight, but it's probably the most efficient way of doing it. So let's take it over to... Oh, and it starts off here as well, which is really good. So unfold the back. Set it to first waypoint. And away it goes. Perfect. So that now should mean that we have this field mulched ready as well. Which just leaves us with this tractor, our Ford 7610. I probably should have left these rollers down at the field down that way. We need to get this done over here. And I'm going to drop these rollers off here. No point in putting them back in the shed because we're going to need those later. I need to get this now refueled. So let's turn the tractor off and refuel it. No, we don't want to buy. We want to refuel. There we go. That'll refuel it. We're down to 200 liters in our tank. Yeah, 159 liters in our tank. But I think all of our tractors are fueled up at the moment, so that's fine. So let's get this moving. And first things first, I want to go and grab a load of pig feed, refill the feed for our pigs, and make sure that they are still good and happy. So we'll use our old Marston trailer for this and connect that up. Did actually see one of these Marston trailers on a New Holland heading up to Oxfordshire last week. Really good to see one of these still functioning so well, because I don't believe Marston are a brand that are still in production, if I remember correctly. So seeing one in actually really good condition was amazing. Right, how much pig food do we have in here? There we go. 103,000 liters. Perfect. So we will fill this up. That will keep the pigs going for a while. And there we are. And yeah, that will keep them happy. Keep them producing manure and slurry. We could even possibly go and try and put some manure on these fields. We don't have a huge amount of slurry left, but I can't do that with the 7610, I don't think. I'm fairly sure that, yeah, in here, if we have a look at our equipment, the manure spreader, that requires 120 horsepower. And if we look at our tractors, yeah, 105 horsepower. Our 7610 is good, but it's not that good. Our two 6S's are 155 and 165. So those are pretty perfect, to be honest, for what we need. Now that we've fed the pigs, I want to drop the trailer off this and then head over to the workshop. This little tractor definitely needs a bit of a repair. So we'll bring it over to our workshop here. Find parking them outside works just as well. So there we go. Repair is going to be 1,500. Oh, wow. We're down to 2,417. We are probably going to have to go and sell some bales, I think. Or sell some pigs. We could go and sell some pigs. We know we need to make some space in our pig pen. So maybe we need to go and sell some pigs, I think. First, I'm going to go and spread this slurry on field 3. I think that we've got enough on to do that. We've got 8,000 litres in here. We also need to move our combine. Need to get the header for this. The header trailer for this, sorry. And then we can deal with it properly. Oh, where am I going to put this combine? Our header is too big to drive it into the yard, so I'm just going to place it. We need to go and get the header trailer is what we need to do. For now, though, I'm going to park it down the side of this shed here with our header sticking into the roadway a little bit. We should be able to squeeze past. It's not a great solution, but it's a solution that for now should work until I can get the header trailer over here and get it out of the way. All right, so down to field 3, 8,000 litres in here. I think we've got about 20,000 litres left. Maybe this will be enough to get this field done and keep things moving fairly well. Keep our money down because, as I said, we're just burning through the seeds and fertilizer down on field 12B. We've just got so much on there. I'm on to my second load of slurry, and I'm actually amazed at how far the first one went. We did a good, well, we did 2 full rows across this field, plus a little bit. So this should definitely go the full way down here and all the way back as well for this one too. Bring this around and empty that out again. Oh, I miss a bit at the end. Nope, we're good. That has actually covered the majority of that. Again, as I was saying the last couple of days, I'm not too fussed about how much coverage we get. If we get little bits missed and things like that, that's fine. This is really just to try and knock down the cost of getting the solid fertilizer onto here. And speaking of which, this has run out, so let's take this. We'll take it up to the refill and get it refilled with both things. So yeah, it's burning through both the fertilizer and the seed at the same rate on here. That's actually a really good thing. Having both of those filled up again at the side of the field is actually really useful. Maybe it'd be nice if one of them was going a bit slower, because that might take a little bit longer to go through all of these seeds and the fertilizer. But hey ho, I'm not too disappointed in all that. So seeds first, get them loaded up. There we are, and that's unloading. And then after that, we need to reload with fertilizer. So we get that reloaded. And then with that done, we can just put that back on the trailer. Turn this off. And we'll take this back and get it started again. How much of this field has this done so far? Maybe just under a quarter. So it looks like we're going to have to do another 3 more refills to get this field finished. That is not horrendous. We should have enough on that trailer to get this field done, which is really good news. So we've got just under 2 full tanks of slurry left on here. I think this is going to be more than enough, though, to get field 3 finished. There's only a small bit left. Yeah, just this tiny little bit left at the top here. So we can bring this in and get this emptying and finishing things off. And then I can turn my attention over to field 2B and see what we can do about that, or possibly seeing how we can maybe earn ourselves a bit of money today to keep things moving. Speaking of keeping things moving, I think I know what we need to do next. I'm going to put this away. We've still got 80% left in our tanker. So let's park this up here. And then what we can go and do is get the header trailer and get the combine put away. It's a job that I end up neglecting and really last year really neglected. The combine does need repairs, and we can't do that though until after we've earned some money. So that isn't going to get done before we finish, because we want to work out how much actually we have and how well we've done this year. What I do need to do though is get it out of the way of the mulcher over there. So we'll grab our header trailer. With this, we will get the combine moved, and then we'll go and maybe start this rolling, because we are going to need the roller going fairly well across field 12B in order to get that done and give us enough time to roll our other two fields after they get seeded as well. So I've got my header trailer in position. We need to disconnect that. I can hear the mulch. Yeah, the mulcher is working its way around the headlands now. So lift up our header. We'll go in cab because it's so much easier to line things up. And yeah, this should be... actually, I think we're more towards the end than we should be. Bring this round to here. Yeah, that's roughly where I want to put the header trailer. We've got a bit in the middle. There's always something you can line up on these things. It looks like we've got a bracket in the middle here, marking the middle point. So bring this on. I see everything. Yep, and about the same amount. In fact, get off ever so slightly, and that should now give me about the same amount. So disconnect it, back it off, and that's looking pretty neatly on there. Fantastic. Right, let's take this for a wash. I'm gonna wash the 7610 down at the same time, I think. So getting this in here within reach of my pressure washer is gonna be a task. And it's not bad. It's 12:30. We are at the point really where I want to get the rollers going. So we'll get this washed. We'll go park the header down the side of the shed where we normally store our header for the year. Simply because the header is just too big. This header in particular is just too big to get into the shed. Let's give this a quick wash down as well. Money is fairly good at the moment. What I'm worried about is the end of the day and moving into the next day. We are going to suddenly lose a whole load of cash because of all of our stuff that's leased and our sizable loan on here and all that kind of thing. So we are going to have to deal with that overnight. We do have a whole load of bales still we can sell, so I think we might go and do that. I think the trick to this is to actually just driving over the grass and seeing if we can get the header trailer into a fairly tight position here without actually hitting the side of the shed. And that, as they say, is how you do it. Let's back this up a little bit, just so the actual connector isn't sticking out too much into the yard. There we go. And then detach it all, and we're good. Right, just need to get the combine back and get that going. First, though, I'm going to hook up our rollers, and we'll take this down to the field. Get this starting to roll that field, because otherwise it's going to get behind and we're going to end up with a problem. We'll bring this in here and do that like that. We will set a new course for 12B. Same setup as before. Generate course. Does the same thing. Starts down the bottom end. And we now know that we can set these two working together. And just in time, our tractor doing the mulching has finished work. And we can actually probably get on with the weeding. Or we can go and load up a load of bales and start making some money that way. However, first, that Massey has run out of seeds and fertilizer again. So let's get this refilled. Seeds first, because that is the front section of our seeder, and that opens up first. So bring it over and unload it. They do swing, and there's such a small target area on this. It's actually easier to do these third person than it is in first person. Right, let's switch that over to the fertilizer, and then we'll grab one of the partially done fertilizer bags here first. Because it always takes a little bit more than a full bag, I think, this one. Well, actually, no, I think that might actually be the Massey one. Takes slightly more than a full bag of fertilizer and slightly less than a full bag of the seeds. So I actually like this seeder much better. We could get a second seeder running if we find ourselves short on time next time. We could run 2 seeders, definitely. But we'll see how we go. If we do find ourselves with this field today still going tomorrow, I think very much we want to be running 2 seeders. That makes it very important that we get the weeding done today then, because we will probably need our other Massey to do the seeding tomorrow. And oh man, rolling it all is gonna be really painful. So we'll see how we do. Hopefully things will work out for us for the best. But back to our combine. We want to get this now washed down and put away in the shed. That way it will be done for the year. We'll need to, yeah, oh wow, yeah, we really will need to get the repair shop on this, or would need to get the repair shop on this before we went and did anything more. But I'm not willing to spend that money at the moment. So we'll give this a good hose down and put it away. If we sold up, if we sold the farm, we definitely would have enough money to pay off our loans. So we're not in a position where we are unable to cover everything. There we go. Let's wash that down. Let's go and open the shed door. But at the same time, obviously selling everything up on the farm is not the way we want to go to pay off the loan. We want to pay off the loan by having crops. This is the thing. It's a cash flow issue that we've got with this. This really probably should be our main tractor shed as well. I've been contemplating that for a while. There we are. Because it is the shed that's at the center of our yard. Whereas that one there is kind of a little bit out the way. And very open. Although it does have a roll door on it, doesn't it? Yeah. So, yeah, there are things to consider there. What we need to do now, though, is take this tractor and go and clear the course on it. We need to go and wash the mulcher down, put that away, and it's 6 minutes past 2. I think what we really need to do is deal with the money situation we have coming. So I need to go and get the straw bales sold. and deal with that. It's really worrying because there's 2 jobs I need this tractor for this afternoon. We need to load up hay bales, sell a trailer of hay bales, straw bales. Sell a trailer of straw bales and make that money back so that we know that we have enough going for future. But we also need to go through and get rid of those weeds in field 14, because if I don't do that, that is not good for that either. It may be that we get to the seeding later than I would like tomorrow. Again, puts pressure everywhere I don't want to put it. And we're going to have to... Right, we're going to go and do the weeding first. And then if we need to sell hay bales tomorrow, we need to sell hay bales tomorrow. I think we're going to need to. And we might be able to do that quickly. But if I can knock these weeds out now, that is going to be our best route forward. Oh, no. We're low on fuel. How are we low on fuel? We're low on fuel, and I believe, yeah, this tractor has just nudged under 50%. So we're going to have to nurse it a little bit. It is going, but yeah, probably next time we refill the seed and fertilizer, we're going to have to refill the fuel as well. I really love how the weeds appear in FS22. These big clumps with lots of other ones sort of scattered about around them is a really happy medium for making sure that you still need to weed all of your field, but at the same time not make it so that everything is just solid weeds. I really like that. It's one of the big improvements they made between FS19 and FS22, and it just works really well, I think, for a gameplay bit where you have to weed the whole field still, but at the same time just not making everything this blanket of weeds is brilliant. Our hoe here, this is chomping through it as it normally does. It has come up to 3:30 though, so I'm still keeping an eye on things. I think we're heading for a little bit of a problem next day. We'll have to see how things pan out. Our seeder is empty again, but I'm going to drive past the seeds and head up to the main farm. We need to get some fuel in this and probably a bit more DEF, because that's fairly low. I will get the DEF in here immediately because it takes a while for it to refill. So let's grab this. I think we're going to be 2/3 of the way through seeding this field by the time we finish today, which is very good news. And that's exactly what we want. Well, it would be really nice to be completely full by the end of today, but that's not going to happen. We are now out of fuel on the farm, and that's only 3/4 of a tank. So yeah, we're going to have to get more fuel. I think the quickest way for us to do that is probably get some pigs into our animal trailer and get them sold. We know we need to do that, so we might as well fill up a trailer full of pigs and get those sold. How's the DEF doing? Not too bad. I think I'm going to do a few more weeds while this DEF continues to fill. Everything's refueled, and yeah, we've got about another hour of seeding we can do. So let's get this refilled. Get that done. I think we'll essentially have this going now until it runs out of seed and fertilizer again. So I think that should then mean that we'll need to refill it once more in the morning in order to finish things off, which is pretty good. That's going to be a nice amount. We got plenty on this trailer, but I want to get all of these bags off this trailer, because we're going to need that in order to sell pigs. to sell straw bales, basically to start the big sell-off next time. So yeah, we do want to get 2 more fields of winter wheat in. We do want to get all of the pigs sold, so we'll start the big pig sell-off next time as well. We want to get and we want to start looking at the various crops we've got to sell. So we're looking to get the best price we can for things within the time we have left. So it's going to be time to start monitoring those prices for our crops. Let's just open this up. There we go. And get that in. So as long as it all pans out, I think this farm is a farm that is making money. I think there are things that would need to have really been done differently. I'm slightly disappointed with the lime levels on this field. And I think the lime levels on the farm in general, we've been on here 5 years. And normally on a series, I only need to lime the farm once for the entire series. But of course, when you're doing 5 years, you're supposed to lime every 3 years. So I completely forgot about that. And as a result, our field is, or our farm, the pH levels across most of it are fairly awful at this stage. It's not impacting us too much on our yield, but it is just knocking that little bit off the top, which is not great. Right, let's put that in there like so. And go and get this going again. And it can run for the rest of the time. Are we over halfway through this field? Yes, we are. That is fantastic news. It's 5:30 and the sun is now setting here near Attingham Park. And yeah, we're doing well. We're going to be going into the night, I think, with this weeding. We can go for a bit longer with that. We still have seeds and fertilizer in our seeder, so we'll go until those run out as well. And the roller can keep going a little bit into the evening as well. And then we'll pick up tomorrow. We'll sell off some pigs. We'll hopefully sell off some straw bales as well. And yeah, we'll get the last of the winter wheat in. For now, though, I'm going to leave this here, so all that remains is for me to say
thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.